Hôm nay anh rất ngại đấy.
Nên em gọi trường vào về cho em, một ra cho em một cuộc sống đầy đủ.
Thực sự thì bản thân em cũng mong chờ ngày này đó. Em yêu anh và cũng muốn được ở bên anh. Nhưng cho em một thời gian nữa. Em muốn mình đã chuẩn bị mọi thứ. Khi mà đeo chữ nhất ở trên tay.
The first light of dawn crept over the rolling hills, a thick mist blanketing the quiet countryside where Tu Tien lived. She stepped outside her modest farmhouse, the uploaded photos revealing a rustic courtyard with chickens clucking softly in the background. With a worn broom in hand, she swept the dew-dampened ground, her movements steady and rhythmic, the air filled with the earthy scent of morning. After tidying up, she moved to the garden, her fingers gently pressing small sprouts into the soil, dreaming of a vibrant yard to lift her spirits. The photos capture this peaceful scene: farmers in conical hats tending nearby fields, their baskets brimming with fresh produce under a pale, misty sky, a stark contrast to the brewing excitement elsewhere. Miles away, in the heart of the city, CO Jack strode purposefully into a quaint bakery, the uploaded images showing shelves lined with golden pastries and the warm glow of ovens. He carefully selected a rich, creamy cake, his mind racing with plans, then added a bouquet of vibrant red roses, their petals a bold declaration of intent. His goal was clear: to surprise Tu Tien with a gesture of love later that day. The photos shift to a bustling restaurant, its elegant interior lit by soft chandeliers, where Jack arrived to oversee preparations. He spoke firmly to the staff, his voice tinged with nervous excitement. "I need a table set up tonight, something romantic with candles and a perfect view. Make it special." The workers nodded, scurrying to arrange the space as he envisioned his proposal. Back at the farm, Tu Tien hummed a soft tune, oblivious to the unfolding plans, when her phone vibrated on the windowsill. "It must be Jack who just came by," she murmured to herself, glancing around the empty yard. She picked up the device and dialed him, her voice tentative. "Hello, Tu Tien? Hello, is that you?" "Yes, it's me. Did you call me earlier?" Jack's voice crackled through, warm yet concerned. "Yes, I came by the farm a while ago, but I couldn't find you. I tried calling and your phone was left at home. Where did you go?" She laughed lightly. "I went to harvest and then to the market, but Jack, you've bought so many things for me." Intrigued, he asked, "What things?" Tu Tien stepped onto the porch, eyeing a neatly packed bag. "Well, I found a gift bag here with food, socks, and even a hat." Jack chuckled. "Oh, I thought you bought those yourself. They were already hanging there when I arrived." She tilted her head, puzzled. "Oh, I see." A pause hung between them before he continued, his tone growing earnest. "Tu Tien, listen, get yourself ready. I'll come pick you up later and take you somewhere special. I have something important to tell you." Her heart fluttered. "Where are we going, Jack?" he teased. "Just get ready, finish your chores, and I'll handle the rest when I arrive to pick you up." She nodded. "Yes, sir." He pressed further. "So keep working and I'll be there soon to get you." She replied. Yes, all right. See you then. Bye." Hanging up, she whispered to herself, "So who could have left these gifts for me?" Recalling his words, Jack said they were already there when he came. She shrugged, her mind buzzing with curiosity and anticipation. Meanwhile, Jack settled into his car, the photos showing its sleek frame parked outside a flower shop buzzing with activity. He instructed his driver, "Find me a good bakery with cakes and take me there first." The driver nodded. "Yes, sir. There's one up ahead. I'll take you there. Then we can stop by the flower shop for a bouquet." Jack smiled. "Perfect. And after that, drive me to Tu Tien's farm to pick her up." The driver grinned. "Yes, sir." Sensing Jack's unusual cheer, the driver asked, "Boss, what's got you so happy today?" Jack deflected, turning to his driver. "Hey, Huey, how did you propose to your wife back in the day?" Huey laughed. "Oh, I just got her some small gifts, showed a bit of thoughtfulness, and that was enough, sir." Jack nodded thoughtfully. Huey probed. "Why are you asking me that, boss?" Jack brushed it off, just curious. "Focus on the road. Okay." Huey teased with a smirk. "Or has the boss been eyeing someone lately?" Jack shot back. "No, not at all." At the flower shop, the photos display a riot of colors and a vendor approached. "Sir, you could take this one, youthful and modern with red roses. We have several styles, all fresh today." Jack scanned the options. "Let me see a few more designs first." The vendor persisted. "Come over here. I'll wrap this one for you." Jack agreed. "All right, go ahead." He then pointed to a cake display. "Get me that cake over there." The vendor complied. "Yes, sir." But Jack waved it off. "Actually, never mind that." With his gifts in hand, a cake, the bouquet, and a heart full of hope, he ordered, "Now take me to Tu Tien's farm." The driver replied, "Yes, sir." And the car rolled forward, the tension building with every mile. The afternoon sun pierced through the thinning clouds, bathing lytuten's farm in a warm golden glow as she completed her daily tasks. The uploaded photos depict her standing on the creaky wooden porch, the rough texture of the steps under her feet, with chickens pecking lazily at the damp soil nearby. She settled down to wait for Jack, her heart a tangle of excitement and unease, the gentle breeze carrying the scent of freshly turned earth. Her solitude was broken when a shadow fell across her path. Tone approached, his hands trembling slightly as he held a striking red bouquet, the photos capturing the vivid contrast against the muted farm colors. "Tu Tien, I picked these for you," he said, his voice soft but laced with hope, offering the flowers with a shy, tentative smile. Her eyes widened in a flash of panic, the photos freezing her startled expression. The thought of Jack arriving and witnessing this sent a shiver down her spine. "Oh, I can't accept that," she stammered, her voice quivering as she stepped back, hands raised in refusal. The rejection hung heavy in the air, her cheeks flushing with embarrassment as she avoided his gaze, the bouquet drooping slightly in his grasp. Tone's face fell, a mix of disappointment and hurt flickering across his features, but he nodded silently, stepping away as the tension thickened. Just then, the low rumble of an engine broke the silence, the uploaded photos showing Jack's sleek car rolling up the muddy track, its tires crunching against the uneven ground. Tu Tien leapt to her feet, her heart pounding with relief, and rushed toward him, throwing her arms around his neck in a desperate embrace. "Jack!" she whispered, her voice muffled against his shoulder as she pulled him toward the house, her grip tight with urgency. Inside, she shut the door quickly, her breaths uneven. unaware of the storm of emotions she'd left behind. Tone lingered outside for a moment, the photos capturing his solitary figure against the fading light, before turning away with a heavy sigh. He walked toward a nearby house, the images shifting to a cozy interior where his sister Hugh sat, the room aglow with the soft flicker of birthday candles on a decorated cake. The photos reveal a table adorned with gifts and flowers, a festive yet intimate scene. "Happy birthday, sis," Tone said, his tone laden with sorrow as he forced a smile. Hugh tilted her head, her keen eyes catching the slump of his shoulders. "Tone, what's wrong? You don't seem yourself," she pressed gently, setting down her teacup to focus on him. He sank into a chair, running a hand through his hair and sighed deeply. "Sis, I've been in love with Tu Tien since the day I first saw her. She's in my thoughts constantly. During work, even in my sleep." Hugh's expression softened, a warm smile breaking through. "Then go after her, little brother. Follow your heart," she encouraged, leaning forward. Tone shook his head, worry etching lines on his face. "But I'm scared for her. I've seen Jack buy rings for other women twice now. Once at a jewelry store, another time in a quiet cafe. I fear he's not trustworthy and might deceive someone as pure and inexperienced as Tu Tien." Hugh nodded thoughtfully, her brow furrowing. "Then be her support. Show her kindness and help her out. Even if she's with someone, take a chance. I'm thrilled you found love, but choose someone with a good heart. Money isn't everything." Tone managed a faint smile. Tu Tien is so compassionate, always looking out for others. I just wish I could get closer to her, show her what I feel. Hugh reached across, squeezing his hand reassuringly. "That's a beautiful start. She sounds special. Maybe start by being a friend, build that trust." Tone nodded slowly. "I could help with her farm work or check in on her more often. She's been through so much." Hugh's eyes sparkled with pride. "Exactly. Small steps can lead to big things. Now let's not dwell. How about we head to a restaurant to celebrate my birthday? A change of scene might lift your spirits." The photos show them rising, gathering their coats, the emotional undercurrents swirling as they prepared to leave. Outside, the farm grew still, the weight of Tone's unvoiced love lingering like a shadow, while Jack and Tu Tien's evening loomed, fraught with hidden tensions. The night unfurled its deep velvet embrace as Jack gently guided Tu Tien up a winding path to a secluded hilltop restaurant, the uploaded photos revealing a breathtaking panorama that stretched across the horizon. Below, the city lights twinkled like a constellation of stars, while his sleek car sat as a solitary glint against the dark landscape, the images capturing the serene yet electric atmosphere. The air was crisp, carrying the faint scent of blooming wildflowers, as fireworks erupted overhead, their vibrant hues, crimson, gold, and emerald, dancing across the sky in a symphony of color. The uploaded photos freeze the awe on Tu Tien's face as Jack led her to a table meticulously crafted for romance, adorned with flickering candles, a cascade of rose petals, a pristine white tablecloth, and a soft glow from hanging lanterns that swayed gently in the breeze. The distant hum of celebration mingled with the crackle of fireworks, creating a magical backdrop as he handed her a massive bouquet of roses, their rich fragrance enveloping her senses. His voice trembled with a mix of nerves and devotion. "Tu Tien, I've waited for this moment for what feels like an eternity. You are the light of my world, the reason I push forward every day." He knelt before her, the photos capturing the glint of a gleaming gold ring as he drew it from his pocket, its surface reflecting the firework bursts. "I want to shield you from every storm, care for you with all I have, and build a life filled with laughter and love." Will you marry me and be my wife? Tears welled in her eyes, spilling over her cheeks like silent rivers as the uploaded photos froze her stunned, vulnerable expression beneath the dazzling display above. The fireworks painted her face in shifting colors, highlighting the turmoil within. She shook her head slowly, her voice breaking into wrenching sobs that reverberated faintly against the hillside, the sound almost lost in the night's symphony. "Jack, I can't," she managed, her hands trembling as they rose to cover her face, her shoulders shaking with the weight of her confession. The words poured out in a torrential rush. "When I was just a girl, I fell in the forest while gathering firewood for my family. The fall left me injured, and years later when I married I discovered I couldn't have children. My husband's family turned on me. They ridiculed me, called me barren and worthless, and cast me out like trash to marry another woman who could give them what I couldn't. I've lived with that shame, terrified I can't give you the family you deserve, that it'll shatter your dreams. The villagers mocked me mercilessly, labeling me a hen that can't lay eggs. Those words still echo in my nightmares, cutting deeper than any blade." Jack's eyes softened with a profound empathy, the photos capturing his gentle reach across the table to cradle her trembling hands in his. He held them with a firm yet tender grip, his voice steady and laced with unwavering sincerity. "Tu Tien, I love you for the incredible person you are, not for what you might or might not give me in terms of children. If we dream of a family we can adopt, there are countless children out there longing for a home filled with love like ours. I'll move heaven and earth to find the finest doctors, and with the advancements in medicine today, there might still be hope for us. Your past is a chapter, not the whole story. It doesn't define our future. All I need is you by my side today and always." She wept harder, her shoulders heaving, overwhelmed by the depth of his words yet gripped by a paralyzing doubt that rooted her to the spot. "I'm so deeply grateful for your love, Jack. But I'm not ready to accept this ring. Please keep it for me a little longer. I need time to steady my heart, to visit a specialist, to cling to the hope that I might one day bear your children and give you the family you dream of." Jack nodded, a respectful and adoring gleam shining in his eyes, the photos showing him carefully slipping the ring back into his pocket with a reverent touch, as if safeguarding a sacred promise. "I respect your choice with all my heart, Tu Tien. This ring is yours and yours alone, and I'll guard it until the day I can place it on your finger with your blessing. I'll stand by you through every trial, every tear, every uncertainty. I know you worry about my aunt. She's a woman of great kindness who's faced her own struggles, and she'd never judge you for this. I'm not troubled by any of it. We'll forge our own path to happiness, one step at a time." Tu Tien managed a shaky, tear-streaked smile through her sobs, the fireworks fading into a distant hum, her heart a battlefield of gratitude, fear, and fragile hope. She whispered hoarsely, "Thank you, Jack. I just need to be certain, for both our sakes, for our future." He leaned closer, his voice a soothing balm against the night's chill. "Take all the time you need, my love. I'll wait as long as it takes and we'll face this together. Every doctor's visit, every decision, every moment of doubt. My aunt will embrace you. She's seen hardship and has a heart wide enough for us both. We'll navigate this as a team." The uploaded photos capture them sitting intimately close, the night wrapping around them like a protective cocoon. The city lights a soft glow on the horizon. Tu Tien nodded, her resolve hardening through her tears. "I'll start with a doctor soon, maybe next week. I need to know if there's any possibility left." Jack squeezed her hand, his grip warm and reassuring. "And I'll be there for every appointment, every result. We'll build our future together, with or without children, as long as we have each other. If adoption is our path, we'll choose a child with love. Or if medicine offers hope, we'll explore that too." The air grew still, the last firework dissolving into silence, leaving only the rustle of leaves and their shared breaths. Tu Tien's voice steadied. "I've always wanted to be a mother, to give someone the love I never had growing up. If I can't, I'll pour that love into you and any child we bring into our lives. Jack's eyes glisten with emotion. And I'll pour my love into you, into our family, whatever form it takes. We'll create a home filled with joy, not defined by others' expectations. The photos show them lingering at the table, hands clasped, the night deepening around them. She added, I'll need to tell my family too. They deserve to know before we move forward. He nodded. We'll visit them together. I'll stand by you, explain everything. They'll see our love is real. Tu Tien took a deep breath, the weight lifting slightly. Thank you, Jack. Your patience means more than you know.
I felt like a burned-out survivor of war. I was just making time until I could join Jack. After all, at 54, what did I have to looking forward to? The future was black. The waiter approached my table asking if I needed anything. To my surprise, I said, yes, if you know anyone here who is a recent widow or widower, I would appreciate talking to her or him. Again, to my surprise, she told me about Phyllis, a spouse health director who had lost her husband several months before. I invited Phyllis to have lunch with me the next day, and we quickly established some common ground. We were